Last year I was lucky enough to go to Hawaii. My cousin got married over in Hawaii, right? And, you know, doing the tourist thing, the family decided we were going to do this helicopter experience over Hawaii. So think like Jurassic Park, all the bushland and everything going over the top of the helicopter, super cool. Um, so we're booked in, and I think we had to get there reasonably early, right? So we had to get there at say 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's like a Tuesday. So we get there, and we get there early. We get there at like 20 to 8 on a Tuesday morning. So we are pumped up, ready to do this thing, right? And so we get to the place where we're going to, and we meet a few staff members, and they were quite nice, considering it was 7:45 on a Tuesday morning. But we were, we were ready for the experience, ready for the show. Anyway, so we filled out paperwork, did all these different things, and then this one guy came out. And the reason I'm sharing this is because of that one guy. This guy came out, and he became our entertainment, if you like, for the next pretty much half an hour while we were waiting for other people to come through, waiting for paperwork to get done, all those sorts of things. So this guy, yeah, he had a great personality, and yeah, he was dropping stupid jokes and things. But he came along, and what he did really, really resonated with me in regards to building rapport with people. So this is basically how the story pans out. So this guy comes out, and he started telling stupid jokes and things, getting our attention, right, and making us feel uncomfortably comfortable. So he ends up starting to ask us where we're from. Now, this guy had a great knowledge of geography. So step one, know your product. So great knowledge of geography. So he's asking people where you're from. I'm from here, and and he understood where it was, and he could, talk a little bit about that place, right? But the other thing the guy loved was helicopters. And we were in a place about to go on a helicopter. So we've both got a mutual love. And so that's what he spoke about. And he started telling us about the top 10 helicopter spots in the world. And people are like, oh yeah, I've done that, I've seen that, I've heard that, right? This guy was so awesome, and he basically took us up a level in our energy. Now, he wasn't over the top. It's very important to understand this. He wasn't over the top Steve Irwin crocodile hunter stuff, but his energy levels were really high. He got us really excited, right? So I don't know how many people there were, but there's only X amount of people per helicopter. So the guy gets the role, and he starts calling names, and he calls my family, and he says, you guys are with someone else. And I can tell you now, all of us, we just sunk. It was to the point where we wanted to get in the car and go and come back the next day to make sure we were on the helicopter with the guy that we were speaking to. We were that engrossed into what he had to say and what he had to do, right? So we end up getting on the bus, not happy, because we're not with that guy. And we get to the helipad, and we go through the safety briefing, all this sort of stuff. And it turns out that the guy that we were desperate to have pilot us on the helicopter is just the bus driver for the other group. He's not even a pilot. But he sold us so well on himself and the experience that we were disappointed when we actually got a real pilot compared to the bus driver. So the point of the story is, when a customer comes to see you, you need to treat them like you're a tour guide, like they're a tourist. They're not really sure, they're excited, they're not really sure about what's going on, and you need to lead them, okay? And you need to connect with them. And I'm not talking about foreign things and trying to find out what football team they barrack for, and if they've got kids that go to your school. Lead them, find out. They're there for one reason. They're there for the product, and we sell the product. We both have that as a commonality, right? So increase your energy levels, but be genuine, don't be extreme, and lead them through the process.